Creating a possibility that sparks emotion is the topic of today's Intention Monday. So, creating a possibility, a new possibility that sparks emotion. And the word emotion has not been chosen by accident. Emotion, of course, energy in motion. Putting some energy into motion is going to be the theme of my week here and how we're setting ourselves up for Intention Monday. My name's Rishi Patel. I'm the founder of Selling in Alignment, where I work with coaches and consultants to reprice and package their services to discover and live their purpose. And today we're really talking about, first of all, defining what the bigger challenge is in creating a new possibility that can spark emotion. So I want to go back to a personal incident that happened really over the weekend, which has inspired this idea for Intention Monday, for this week going ahead. And it's such a beautiful thing to be able to look at life and look at, hey, you know what? These are the challenges I'm facing, and this is the piece of content that I want to put out there this week. And as a coach or consultant or service provider, this is absolutely something you can do and look at and reflect around what the lessons are. Go ahead and put some content out there. I've had people come to me on Intention Monday and say, Rishi, I see you going live on video and you're doing a lot of video, you're putting video out there. It's not really my thing. And, I'm more introverted than that. And you know what? That's okay. Write some content that works for you. But put some stuff out there that really creates emotion, that creates a new possibility. And so what happened this weekend, very, very powerful lesson for me, a point of awareness, a point of reflection. I had a loved one, dear loved one, that I care about so much, say to me, you're looking quite sick, you're looking quite tired, you're pushing yourself with this health and fitness challenge you're doing, and I think you're pushing yourself too hard, it's going to make you sick. And it was beautiful. Immediately, as this loved one, so dear to me, so dear to my heart, as this loved one is saying this to me, what I'm seeing is really just a mirror, a reflection of my own mind, my own inner thoughts, these demons inside of me that they're lingering somewhere. I haven't voiced and I haven't cleared, and they're showing up in that other person. It's such a powerful point of awareness if you're able to track that in the moment while that's happening. And so for us to create a brand new possibility, we have to first address all of those things that are unaddressed. Otherwise, they keep coming back to us in different ways. And so this week, going into this week, the possibility that I'm creating for myself is that I just get to have that awareness, really be able to go in there and clean up all of those things that have yet to be cleaned up. Let me know if you're watching the replay on this, or if you're watching live, drop me a comment in the comments box. Let me know what you're taking away from this. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay, let me know what you're getting from this for yourself. One of the things that I immediately said was to this dear loved one, I said, you are such a beautiful reflection of my mind. Nothing that you're saying to me is, causing this any level of hurt or upset, or, there's nothing in my mind that I'm upset with you. I completely see you as a reflection of some inner thoughts that I'm having. And so I'm grateful to you for voicing, how you're feeling. I have a deep level of gratitude for that. And immediately I said to that person, I said, dear mind, guess what? I'm feeling 100%. And everything that I'm doing and I'm putting in place for my overall health, wellness, my diet, my nutrition, I'm going to carry on with it. And not only that, I'm going to enhance it. And I'm going to prove to you right now, dear mind, by going on a 6-kilometer run, that I'm completely fine. And if you follow me on social media, on other platforms, you'll know that 6-kilometer run is pretty much my staple. I love running and I get a lot of joy from that. I get to clear what's there for me. Even before I come onto Intention Mondays, generally I've run at least 2 or 3 kilometers. And what's amazing and powerful and beautiful is to be able to see that that person was giving me this gift, offering this to me in this specific way. That was their contribution to me. And so in the past, what I would have done is looked at what this person was saying and said, oh, they're saying that I'm pushing myself too hard. They're saying that I'm looking sick. And over the weekend, you have to note that I had a runny nose. I had these dark patches around my eyes. I was looking really tired. And what it was hay fever. And I was having a runny nose. All of this stuff was going on with me. And I wasn't feeling unwell at all. I was feeling great levels of energy. And I wanted to prove that to my own mind. And so what I did is straight away, there and then, I went out for a 6-kilometer run. I just said, you know what, I'm going to park everything that I'm working on right now. I need a reset anyway. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to run 6 kilometers. And I went out and I ran 6 kilometers. And guess what? It wasn't my fastest time. I didn't push myself harder than I needed to. I didn't want to stress my body. And at the same time, I know the limitations and the capabilities of what the mind is capable of, what the limitations of the body are, and how much I can push myself in a safe way. And it wasn't to prove the person wrong. Rather, it was to prove to my own mind that, hey, you know what? I am capable. I'm strong. I'm able. I can. And I want to reinforce all of this power, this dynamic, this momentum into my mind to let it know what it is capable of. There's nothing wrong with really pushing it a little sometimes. And I've seen that in my own journey, and that's what I do. And so really, what I want you to take from this as a service provider, a coach, or a consultant is, how do we apply this in day-to-day life? And this is beautiful, beautiful example of something that happened in my personal life over the weekend, which we can now bring straight back into business. You know, when your clients are saying to you, they're talking to you and they're coming up with all of this stuff around, you know, I don't have the time to take on your coaching, or, you know, it's not the right time for me. I don't have the money to pay for it. I need some kind of payment plan. And, you know, all of these things, they're legitimate reasons. And guess what? It's nothing to do with the client. Now, let me say this one more time. It's nothing to do with the client. Your external reality, which in this case would be the client, is a manifestation of what's happening in your internal reality. And the more coaches and consultants that I talk to, especially when I'm doing my own one-to-one calls, and, you know, we're really looking at their business model and what they want to achieve, they don't create a possibility for themselves that sparks this emotion, the theme of today's Intention Monday. And the only way that you can create new possibility that sparks emotion, that has the momentum going. So remember, a spark is the start of a great fire. And a great fire can burn away all these limiting beliefs and get you from where you are now to where you want to be. If you're a coach that's on 70K a year at the moment and you want to get to 250K, you've got to start a spark that's going to burn away the old limiting beliefs around what you thought was possible, where you couldn't penetrate that 6-figure barrier to get to 250K. First of all, the possibility needs to be created. You need that vision first, that ideology, that belief. And then the action that goes behind the belief is what creates the result ultimately. And that result then reinforces, and then you create what we call an upward spiral. You've all heard of a downward spiral, I'm so sure. What we want to create here is an upward spiral. And that's really what Selling in Alignment is about. That's what the possibility we stand for. The possibility that Selling in Alignment stands for is very much the fact that we're going to have coaches and consultants charge their worth. We stand for that. We stand for a world in which coaches and consultants can really charge their worth. They get to charge and take home the kind of money that top-end professionals take home, like doctors, dentists, lawyers, all of these bankers, investment bankers, like the type of money that these people take home, completely different to maybe what a coach would take home. And the possibility Selling in Alignment stands for is to make that happen. So we stand for that possibility, and that creates emotion inside of me, inside of the team that I work with here. So what I really want you to get is, when these clients come back with this stuff for you, what you want to look at is your internal reality. What have you been a no to? Where do you need to go and clean up, and where are you not taking action in your own life that's inhibiting you to get the momentum that you want for your client then to show up like that? And that brings a brand new dynamic to the entire word responsibility. Because somewhere you have a responsibility now to go ahead and look at, what's there for you and what you need to work on and what things you need to address and what internal limitations you're coming back with when you're talking to people about taking something on newly. This is the power behind we have the power to create this. We have a creator energy. In Hinduism, there is an energy which is responsible for creation. They call it Brahma. And Brahma energy is creation energy. We create newly, and we are creators. We have that energy. Everyone has that energy inside of them, the creation energy. to create a new possibility, not a new possibility that just leaves you kind of like, meh, a possibility that sparks emotion. Spark creates a flame, creates a fire that burns away all of the limiting beliefs. So that's what we're standing for this week here at Selling in Alignment. Let me know what you got from this hashtag replay if you're watching on replay. Let me know what limiting beliefs you're burning away this week and beyond. Until the next time, keep selling in alignment.